In this video, we are going to talk about the top 10 pianists of all time. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for future updates. The piano covers a wide range of genres, from classical to jazz and blues to rock and pop, thus narrowing down a list of the top pianists of all time to a final 10 proved difficult. See our list of honorable mentions at the end of the list to see exactly what we mean. This is not a list of the greatest keyboard players because not all great keyboard players are also great pianists. It's for this reason that we've left out greats like Rick Wakeman, Herbie Hancock, Ray Charles, and Stevie Wonder, who, while no slouch on the piano, are better known for their work as keyboardists than for their piano skills alone. As a result, this is more of a list of musicians who, in some way or another, have made the piano their own or gone above and beyond to improve the instrument's position in the eyes and ears of their audience. So here's our list of the 10 greatest pianists of all time. Number 10. Bill Evans. Bill Evans is widely acknowledged as the principal reformer of the harmonic language of modern jazz piano, and is widely regarded as one of the most influential American jazz pianists of the 20th century. Evans was known for his light touch on the keys, lyricism, and experimental exploration of harmonic structures, and was heavily influenced by Impressionist composers such as Debussy and Ravel. Evans played piano on the best-selling jazz album of all time, Miles Davis's Kind of Blue, as part of the Miles Davis Sextet in the 1950s, having been chosen in part owing to his thorough mastery of modal scales and chord phrasings. Number 9. Glenn Gould. Glenn Gould, one of the most prominent classical pianists of the 20th century, was best known as the foremost interpreter of Johann Sebastian Bach's masterpieces. Glenn, who was born in Canada in 1932, was a prodigy as a child, taking his final Toronto Conservatory exam at the age of 12 with the highest grade ever recorded. After abandoning the concert stage in 1964, he went on to become a successful classical recording performer. Notably, in the later half of his life, he died in 1982 at the age of 50. Before his untimely death, Gould, who preferred recording to performing as an art form, left behind a catalog of over 80 recordings, a prolific legacy of what some would call a genius and others would term strange. He would sit at the piano in an unusually low position, claiming that it allowed him to approach music more linearly rather than as a sequence of vertically hit tones connected together. He also had a habit of humming along with his playing, which some people found cute and others found annoying. Number 8. Oscar Peterson. Oscar Peterson, a Canadian jazz virtuoso, has solidified his position as one of the greatest jazz pianists of all time with a career spanning 6 decades, 7 Grammy Awards, over 200 records, and thousands of engagements throughout the world. Peterson received his big break playing on a weekly radio show in the 1940s, after being classically educated since the age of 6 and heavily influenced by the famous stride pianist Art Tatum. This led to him being discovered by a manager, who secured him a position at a concert at New York's famed Carnegie Hall, ensuring his path to jazz stardom. Through his prolific output of recorded compositions, Peterson's sparkling skill and joyful, cheery reworkings of traditional classics made him popular with both jazz and non-jazz enthusiasts. Number 7. Billy Joel. Billy Joel, one of the most prolific singer-songwriters of the 20th century, wrote some of the most well-known popular piano tunes, including Just the Way You Are, My Life, and She's Always a Woman. Billy has a position in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, has earned the coveted Kennedy Center honors, and is the first non-classical artist to be honored with a picture in Steinway Hall, and is known as the Piano Man. Billy Joel counts a range of greats as influences, including Ray Charles and classical composers such as Beethoven and Bach, and is only matched by Elton John in the area of piano wrangling, stage center pop and rock singer-songwriter and performers. Number 6. Jerry Lee Lewis. Over his more than 60 years as a performer, rock and roll star Jerry Lee Lewis, dubbed the Killer, must have left who knows how many pianos cringing in fright. Jerry Lee was a pianistic force to be reckoned with in the mid-1950s, pushing the boundaries of showmanship and forcing the piano to the forefront of the developing rock and roll scene. His influence is still felt by many performers today. In the 1960s and 1970s, Johnny successfully transitioned from rock and roll to becoming a big country music artist. Lewis was known for adding theatrics to his performances, such as sending piano benches flying, pyrotechnics, and floppy hair, in addition to his evident natural aptitude on the keys. His position in music history is secure, despite his stormy personal life and offstage antics. As one of the acknowledged pioneers of rock and roll, his place in music history is assured. Here's a video of him playing Whole Lotta Shakin' Going On, his debut song from 1957. Number 5. Sir Elton John. Sir Elton John is largely considered as the best rock pianist alive, because to his flashy clothes and excessive theatrics at the piano. Elton ascended through the ranks of early 70s session players because not just to his outstanding talent but also to his long and prolific association with songwriter Bernie Taupin, citing childhood influences such as Jerry Lee Lewis and Winifred Atwell. Elton's distinctive combination of pounding rock rhythms and sophisticated lyrical playing enabled him to become one of the most successful recording artists of all time thanks to the songs they wrote together. Elton John's life has been dramatized in the 2019 film Rocketman. Number 4. Jacob Collier. Jacob Collier, a singer and multi-instrumentalist in his mid-20s with numerous Grammy wins under his belt, has gone from YouTuber to celebrity status in the last decade thanks to his nearly otherworldly musical talent. Jacob has the delightful air of looking like he just woke up and invented music and wants to share it with the world, as if he had all of music theory uploaded Matrix style into his head as a teenager. Jacob's enormous, astonishing talent on the piano has earned him a spot on this Best Piano Player list. He's known for blending numerous musical genres and for significant use of reharmonization and close harmonies in his frenetic live performances. It's almost alarming that he still claims not to be mechanically capable of what he hears in his head at the age of 27, so who knows where the future will lead him. From 4 feet 5 inches onwards in the video above, check out this solo from his duet with Snarky Puppy, Don't You Know? Number 3. Jools Holland. Jools Holland began his professional career as a keyboard player in the 1970s rock band Squeeze, but has since gone on to become the definitive modern-day envoy for stride and boogie-woogie piano, having self-taught himself on the upright acoustic piano in his grandmother's front room. His many collaborations on his TV show Later with Jools Holland, currently in its 53rd season, indicate that while he can readily turn his hand to any genre, boogie-woogie is certainly where he feels most at home. Jools has done more than anyone to keep the stride and boogie genres alive and well in the 21st century, utilizing this platform to keep them at the forefront of the public's mind. He continues to promote the boogie gospel by traveling with the Jools Holland Rhythm and Amp Blues Orchestra, in addition to being a busy TV personality. He's giving it his all with the band in this live performance from Kew Gardens in 2009. Number 2. Dr. Barry Harris. Barry Harris was a legendary jazz pianist, composer, and instructor, widely recognized as one of the world's top classic jazz educators. His workshops on improvisational techniques, combined with his unique approach to harmony and how to apply it to the piano, impacted a large number of jazz players for over 6 decades. An honorary doctorate of arts from Northwestern University and induction into the American Jazz Hall of Fame for lifetime achievements and amp contributions to the world of jazz are 2 notable career accomplishments. His departure, kind and brilliant, is a major loss to jazz and the piano community as a whole. Number 1. Martha Argerich. Martha Argerich, born in 1942 in Buenos Aires to Spanish and Russian Jewish parents, is regarded as one of the best classical pianists of the 20th century who is still active today. Martha has advanced from winning 2 major contests at the age of 16 to working with the top orchestras in the world, performing solo at Carnegie Hall, and receiving the Kennedy Center Honors, the United States' highest honor for influencing American culture through the arts. She's amassed an incredible repertoire of complex classical concertos that she can perform from memory, despite the fact that she's 80 years old and hasn't lost any of her technique or dexterity. Her performance of Prokofiev's Piano Concerto No. 3 at the Singapore International Piano Festival in 2018 is shown above. What do you think about our video? Let us know in the comment box below. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Thank you.